Didn't even know I started recording, guys. Okay, Aries. This is your reading. You know, I was actually standing up because I was looking at the sweater. Tell me if this makes any sense, you guys. Don't you guys hate this when you like to wear long hoodies? Like, this is like, I like wearing long hoodies, you guys. But I don't like looking like I'm pregnant when I'm wearing it. So why don't they ever just make, you know, a long sweater without it feeling like a parachute? It's just the weirdest thing to me ever. It's like I could never find the right size or the right fit. So Aries, in your video, I'm going to look pregnant. I was actually standing up because before I started, I was wondering if I was going to change. I don't know. No, I feel really comfortable. So we're going to go with this. This is going to be my maternity clothes, even though I'm not pregnant during your reading today. So yes, just feel like talking. I've been dealing with a lot of heavier energies in my readings lately, so I kind of want to start it off with just a little bit of nonsense. Okay, Aries? I'm sure you guys will, I'm sure you guys don't mind. All right, Aries, let's take a look here. What kind of energies are my Aries in right now? Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. I don't know. I bet I am not the only person feeling this way. You know, it's like winter. Don't you guys want like, I like baggy clothes, but then I also like them sometimes a little bit more fitting. Because I was actually thinking about going to the store. Whatever. Aries, here you guys are. 2 wands waiting. You're waiting on a message. You're waiting on a person. You're waiting for, oh, okay. Aries, you're waiting for something big. Okay. Let's go ahead and look at your, let's do a Celtic cross for my Aries people. Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. Now keep in mind, Aries, those people that you're dealing with right now, if they have any Aries in their chart, their energies may show up in your reading as well. I will go ahead and get started whenever Spirit's telling me it's ready. Some of you guys are dealing with a Capricorn, Earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, mother figure, wife, a spouse, someone who you have kids with. Okay, it's ready. All right, let's see. So how you're currently feeling about the situation right now, Aries, you're like, I'm ready for this new beginning. I'm ready to take the lead. I'm really, wow, ready to take charge. Okay, some of you guys, I don't know why I'm seeing here. That's cool. I have not gotten this for anybody else yet. You're dealing with maybe someone with maybe another Aries, Leo, Sag, or Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. You can't make up your mind between if it's passion or if it's desire or if this is like, what is this right now? There's nothing, there's no title on it. Trying to figure it out. Okay. You're confused. Very sexually, physically attracted to this person. Commitment, I'm not so sure where it's going, where it's headed. Some of you guys, this is the drive and, you know, this is like wanting to do something new. Ooh, this is a lot of powerful energies here. Okay, right away, this is what came out. Just like this. Some of you guys, if you're seeing 11, I pay attention to 11:11. It was actually during 11:11 when I decided to do, wow, I'm actually seeing 11:11 right now. It's February 11th, 11:40. Okay. Something about 11:11, Aries, in your reading. Very synchronistic here. Okay, we're doing a big reading. Okay. Divine timing here. Perfect timing, synchronicity. Let's see what this is. This is the perfect timing. You've decided to do something, or you will be put in a place or in front of a person at the perfect time and or place. Yep, this is coming up for you guys very soon. I would look around you right now. I would think very clearly what kind of thoughts, what signs, simple synchronicities, what things are catching your attention right now. Was it the sweater? My big sweater, right? You know, I'm just kidding. Was it just, you know, was it anything, whatever? It was anything right now. Nothing happens by chance. Not even me talking about my sweater. Everything right now is going to all add up in some ways. Everything is sort of connected in some way, shape, or form. I don't know how my sweater is related to this, but I felt like talking about it. Maybe some of you guys will meet somebody at a clothing store. Maybe you need to go and get a new wardrobe. Maybe you need to revamp. Maybe something is around you. Maybe there is a shirt and or a piece of clothing you have or keeping of somebody's that you need to get rid of. Maybe there's somebody here that's going to come around and ask for something that they have of yours or you have of theirs. You know, there's something here about clothing that I'm picking up. Okay? Crossing you is a decision, a major decision. Maybe some of you guys are going into a clothing line or starting your own clothing line business or just starting something. Something big is happening. I would look at everything. Some of you guys maybe have clothes for donation you need to get rid of. Some of you guys need to do like a spring cleaning even though we're in the winter. You just need, you know, there's something you've been putting off. There's something here. So I'm speaking to a lot of different Aries right now. I'm trying to give a really general message. But in your reading, it feels very divine timing kind of feeling. But you may have been ignoring the signs. You may be kind of confused as to why everything is going on. You're thinking too logically. You're listening, but you're not hearing it. Or is it you're hearing it, but you're not listening? In the recent or distant past, you had the tower moment. Okay, so something's changed. You know, something you couldn't do, something you couldn't put up with anymore. This was just, you know, your breaking point, or this was the time to leave. This was some unformidable change that happened in or circumstances that made you want to leave a certain situation or a person behind for good. Okay, something just abruptly happened between you and a situation and or a person that somebody just was like, you know, someone, and just, there was a tower moment. Two people fell out of a building here, you know, not literally speaking, but I'm just saying towers unprecedented at the same time, unexpected. Precedented maybe before, maybe you've got to a boiling point. Maybe it's happened many times before. And now it's just, you know, it just something happens. For some of you guys, it could be just as simple or not as intense as that. But maybe this is you guys so caught up with just feeling so... you wanted to leave a job or work or career. Some of you guys quit. Some of you guys walked out. I'm feeling walking out energy. You walked out on a person and or a situation. Crowning in your thoughts right now is you are learning. This is a learning experience, okay? So you're excited for this brand new beginning. I'm seeing that everywhere. What you did, Aries, don't feel bad for what you did. I don't really think you do feel bad, but you're a little bit like, okay, so now what's next? I knew I needed to do this. And I know there's still stuff I need to learn. This is for some of you guys. Maybe you decided to leave a job, leave an employer, to go and start your own business, or just, you know, to start a new career. But they said you have to take an exam, you have to pass an exam, you have to learn something, right? Some of you guys who you need to, this is just like a learning step. You're thinking about finding things out. You're kind of exploring right now. Okay. Coming towards you is this decision. Maybe about a Libra. You don't know what to do about this situation in or a person. Back and forth between it. I see what's coming towards you guys as justice. This is meant to be yours. We're going to have to clarify why you have the Two of Pentacles with Justice. A lot of swords here. Some of you guys are thinking about going into law. Some of you guys are thinking about signing a contract, signing with a new company. You know, really pursuing this. Or maybe speaking up and saying something to a person, something you've been holding back for a very long time. Ever since this Tower moment, you couldn't get anything really off your chest. It's kind of what I'm feeling here. But you want to say it. Thinking about saying it. Something that was left unsaid since this Tower moment. You kind of want to make, I don't know, you're a little bit curious. You've been thinking about it a lot. Okay. How you're currently feeling right now is the Star. Hopeful. Healing from it. It's like this situation has changed you for the better. In your environment. You know, this is something happening at the most perfect timing. Something couldn't have been more fated. It's like, how do I give an example here with everything that I'm seeing? It's like if you're rent, or if you, let's just say rent, okay? Some of you guys you have your own homes. What if you bought your own house, you're rebuilding or building a home? But it's like you didn't have any place to live for a little bit because it's say like it's still under construction, you're still building it, or you know your lease is already up, but you haven't found a place yet. So you're like, well, where am I going to stay for the time being, right? There's this period. Well, somebody calls you the next day, or you see somebody at work, or you know somebody and they're like, hey, I have a friend, or maybe you have a friend that reached out to you and they're like, hey, I have an extra space, you can stay in my living room, or you can, stay with me. I have an extra guest room, I have an extra bedroom. It's like that perfect timing, and just that perfect moment. It's like things couldn't have played out even any better, but you were worried about this thing for so long. That's the kind of energy that I'm feeling for my Aries right now. If you're not experiencing that right now, this is what's coming in. So if you find yourself, just kind of go with the flow, because there is this like this destiny feeling, okay? Like synchronicity, perfect timing, 11:11. Where you're supposed to be, who you're supposed to be in front of at that perfect time. This is really what's meant to cross your path. Okay, some of you guys, this is a relationship. Some of you guys, this is with a family member. Some of you guys, this is with a new work or career. This is about your pentacles here. This is something you can trust, Aries, with the 10 of Pentacles in your environment. Future prosperity. Everything here was meant to be, your 10 of Pentacles is in your environment, your Star. Some of you guys have been, just wanting a better financial freedom and or security for yourself. Kind of up in the air about where you're going to be, what you're going to do. Maybe having a little bit of money troubles or struggles. But here is like everything was delayed for a perfect reason, and something you didn't get was for a reason, because something here is going to offer you long-term stability, something you can really grow with. Okay, it's like you can advance, and there are promotions, and this is something you will actually enjoy and loving to do. This is what you're like a natural gift at. This is where it won't feel like work. It won't feel exhausting. Or this is someone who is your perfect partner. Someone who is very accepting of you because you are, it's like a mirror image, like that's what I'm feeling here. If you guys can see, this is like a mirror right here. Kind of different, right? Swords and the wand, but you can see here it's like a mirror image. This was perfect for you. This was like the perfect, like in Spirit's eyes, this was the perfect team. These two people, or these two things. All right, and your hopes and fears is maybe making up your mind, that you're making the right decision, that you are saying things clearly, that you're not losing your mind. Okay, and your outcome, Aries. High Priestess. Ooh, this thing, like I was saying, you cannot look at it logically right now. Something you have to trust your intuition. Aries, this is your card. Maybe it's about another fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. He or she does not matter. But it's really strongly what I'm picking up. Let's take a look at this Justice. Why is this Justice coming towards you with the Two of Pentacles? You need to make up your mind about a situation. And you need to trust in your intuition right now, not logically. See, other signs we're getting that they had to process certain emotions or certain situations logically. In your reading, specifically, Aries is saying don't look at the situation logically. You're going to be very blindsided by that if you do. Okay? You're learning. See what I was seeing here about learning? This is a time for learning. Gathering thoughts and taking in information. Don't be too hard on yourself right now, saying everything that you're seeing has to be connected to something else and that you may miss out on something. But I would really write down whatever significant in your life that you are encountering at this time. Write it down in a journal. Write it down. Write down your thoughts. Maybe you are a writer. Maybe there's something in your writing. You'll start seeing that you have a natural gift. Maybe you can write poems. Maybe you can write songs. Maybe you're a lyricist. Maybe you are a writer. Maybe you're an artist. You know, there's something here with, it's like you know, this is like, let me give you an example. Like somebody I saw, it was another creator on YouTube, right? They're very successful now. And, you know, they have like over 1 million followers. But how they started doing their channel wasn't because they were looking for something to do. They were in a class, they were taking a real estate exam, right? So they were learning, trying to do something. So some of you guys, since that I mentioned that, you could be taking a real estate exam. Maybe you have a certain, you know, you have a natural talent or a gift in real estate. There's something that's happening to you guys. It's perfect timing. Going back to this story, they were sitting in a classroom. They failed that exam twice. So they went back again the third time. And in that classroom, they were on an app and they came across a Vine video. Then they started working on their Vine. You know, they were like, oh, this is fun. Maybe I can make Vines. And some of you guys know the apps. I don't really use it. But how this guy encountered being so successful now is that, you know, his parents was pushing him to do real estate for his family business, was, you know, telling him to do this and this and this, but he didn't feel like he had the calling to do that. He never really wanted to do it, hence why he failed the exam so many times. He just wasn't that interested in it, but only he was like 1 point away from passing the exam. Passing score had to be 75. He kept making 73s and 74s. But finally, in that classroom, he encountered this Vine video. So this kid was kind of young, right? He's still in high school when he encountered this. But then he started noticing he gained like 20,000 subscribers. Then slowly, he was like 10,000 subscribers. You know, and then it was like 15,000 subscribers. Just doing something that just felt very natural to me. He had a lot of fun in it. So then he started working on that, on his Vine channel video thing app. And then now, you know, he reached like 30,000 subscribers on his thing, and he moved it to YouTube. Then he started gaining a lot more publicity. Then he found out he was actually a creator and he was an editor. He was an extraordinarily talented, gifted video editor. You know, it's like you learn these steps as you go. But what he was called to do was to embrace and to learn, right? That's why I was saying here, what I'm feeling here is like, take in information right now, gather information, write down stuff. Whatever you feel like, hey, I could do this, do it. Work on that for a little bit. See where it takes you and try it out. Test it out. You'll be pleasantly surprised. right? But there's a decision here between what feels right, what feels normal, what feels logical, and what doesn't sound logical. Of course, there are a lot of family members, his friends, everybody was like, no, why don't you go back to school, get a degree, go to college, do all this, right? Totally get it. And right, I graduated with 2 degrees, biochem and chemistry minor, but yeah, here I'm doing this. You know, it's like, whatever you feel that like you're called to do, thinking about it, maybe this is a relationship, some of you guys. Should you go back and fix the situation with this person? But does it really feel right to you, Aries? Because you're first starting card is 11. Okay, Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands. There's an opportunity here that's destined for you. But you are thinking about maybe what everybody else is doing and what feels right. And Spirit's trying to tell you guys, this is a learning. This is a time for learning. Pay attention to your thoughts right now. Okay, you are getting these messages. Yep, Queen of Wands, and here's your card. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is a creator to me. She's an entrepreneur. She's an artist. She's very seductive. She's very spiritual. Some of you guys are being called to start your own spiritual business. Maybe to start your own tarot channel, or maybe to do healing work. Who knows? It could be anything. But because I'm seeing here, I want to mention that because I see the High Priestess. High Priestess is very intuitive. Do it differently. You know, maybe you've been going around a lot of different channels, looking at how many different other readers read. See, I can't read how everybody reads. To me, like, I don't even really, I mean, there's only a few readers that I watch that, you know, really resonate with me. A few light workers. I can tell you guys my favorites. I love Consciousness Evolution, and I watch Nicholas Ashbaugh, if you guys know them. Those are the 2 ones that I really watch, like, all the time, because they give spiritual messages, and I know they're the real deal. But see, this is like saying you got to do things your way, right? There are a lot of other readers on YouTube, we all know them, that they go around, you know, other people's channels, taking in their words. They're learning, gathering information. I know a lot of them do this. Some have even come to my channel to see how I read and try to use it on their channel, which I don't take it offensively, right? Imitation is the best form of flattery. I'll take it. But here Spirit is saying, don't copy, don't follow, do yours, right? And don't be scared that it's not going to work. Some of you guys, this is a contract coming up. Are you going to sign a contract with this person? Are you going to take this thing more seriously? Are you going to take this relationship more seriously? Because I see you still are harboring or hiding some kind of feelings towards somebody. You want to say something to someone in your past you had a falling out with. Some of you guys don't, some of you guys do. But I'm seeing here there's this wanting to communicate. It could be somebody with your past, or just wanting to communicate in general. Wanting to express yourself, being expressive. This is an awesome reading, Aries. This is the time to really show the world who you are, what makes you generally and genuinely unique. Because Spirit is right here showing guys the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords. This is the perfect timing, opportune timing. I'm not reading the cards, you know, as they really mean. I'm reading all of these cards intuitively. I'm reading it because this is what my spirit guides are telling me to say. And I know some of you guys will resonate with it. But some of you guys who are on this entrepreneurial path or wanting to start something totally new for yourself, this divine timing, this thing is about to come up for you guys. It's probably with a mother figure, or a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn, an earth sign. It's time to communicate something. And it'll be really well received. You have the Magician here. Anything that you chase right now, that you go after, if you chase it with honesty and you open up, this is like not really about like faking it till you make it kind of thing, because you don't really have to fake it here. That's what I'm seeing. This is like your natural ability, You have a natural gift at this. These two people, really feeling, if this is a love reading, Aries, you're about to meet someone who's just like, you're perfect. This is like a sacred union. And this is why no other relationships have worked in the recent and or distant past for you. And maybe this is why it didn't work out in the past and why the perfect timing was now. There was a lot of soulful growth, evolution that needed to take place. There was a little bit of immaturity here on your behalf or somebody else's. We have the Page of Swords. There was just a lot of immature energy. I really do feel strongly that this is it's like a spiritual / career / love reading. Who knows? Maybe you guys will be partnering up with somebody who you work with, and this is also going to become the person who you marry. You're going to start a business with this person. Who knows? Maybe about sweaters, and you guys are going to make like fitting sweaters for people like me and send me demos. Right? Okay. All right, Aries, let's see. What's the love message for my Aries here? When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you've shared with those you love. That just got kind of deep. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others at this time. Acceptance is key. When it comes to matters of the heart, there's no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding. Something is divinely guided here, okay? Aries, I don't even know what to title your reading, but let's go ahead and close it up with why these energies are coming out for you. No, you know what? I feel like using this for you. Yeah. Your reading was very unique today. I really enjoyed it. This was a lot of fun, Aries. Let's go ahead and tie it up with one topic. What's the major theme of this whole entire reading? For those that resonate with this. Cornucopia, door to romance. I told you it was right, okay? Cornucopia for those who own this deck, and door to romance. See? Told you, something was fated. Cornucopia. This is like the land of the whole, land of the blessed. How do I say this? Let me get the book. I want to read this to you guys. So I feel like I was drawn to this deck for a particular reason for you guys at this time. And look at this. I just noticed that too. Number 11, right? We have number 33. Something's fated for you guys here. I feel it. An abundant harvest and great blessings are waiting for you, and you may even find that all of your wishes fulfilled. This cornucopia of gifts from the universe can come in the form of financial riches, job fulfillment, romantic love, or all of the above. It literally says that, and I was telling you, I was picking up on all of those energies. I was talking about job, I was talking about riches, and I was talking about romantic love, right? And it literally came out with all of this. Awesome reading. I'm so happy to do this for you guys, Aries. I'm going to go ahead and end this reading here. I had a lot of fun doing this, and I thank you guys for your time. I really hope you guys enjoy this, and I hope this reading helped, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.